A young rabbit folk, lime green, wanders aimlessly through the forest. How did I get lost? I've been to Konas a million times. As she wanders, she stumbles across a ceremony, one to choose the next right hand. An older rabbit folk, plain of fur and dull in tone, says, "You, girl, interpret these signs." Looking confused, a mess of words flow from her mouth as rain begins to fall. Murmurs race through the gathered council. "Bamini's sign! She's the one!" A young rabbit folk, lime green, eyes wide with new responsibility thrust upon her, makes her way back to Waterdrop Village. Hello, everyone. It's Monday, and that means it's time for a little bit of Fountains of Vesipisara, episode 5. I'm your DM, Melissa, and I have with me my wonderful players. Say hello, wonderful players.
Hello.
Excellent. So we have a few announcements to get through before we get started. First, all of the assets that I've used that I didn't create, because there's many. We have character art that you can see all around, done by Patsy, who I think is this way, maybe, or possibly this way. I don't know. It's one of the ways. I've forgotten again. It's fine. Battle maps done by Incarnate. Tokens done by 2 Minute Tabletop. And probably some other stuff that I've forgotten because I didn't write it all down. It's fine. Second announcement is no Dungeon Sphere this week. Sad. But come back next week, same time, different day, for Dungeon Sphere with me and Yuri and Wyatt. And I think that was the right way, maybe. I don't know. And I have cats everywhere. Go. It's fine. So that's that. And third special announcement is it is my nephew Finn's 9th birthday tomorrow. Ooh. So I just wanted to say happy birthday, Finatoris. Auntie Misa loves you. And I think I saw you in chat, so I think you might have saw that live. And I'll see you this weekend. So
Aww.
That's why I wore my Auntie Soris shirt, because he's Finatoris Rex and I'm Auntie Misa Rex. So anyways, those are the announcements that we have. So I think what that means is that it is time to jump right into episode 5, unless anyone else has announcements. No? Good? Good. Okay. So, cats everywhere. Okay. It's fine. So, let's jump right in. Previously on the Fountains of Vesipisara. After arriving to Vesipisara and being led to Waterdrop Village by an unseen assistant, you were all met by Janice Quickfoot, a lime green rabbit folk that seemed to be expecting you. Procuring several bottles of an unidentified potion, she gave one to each of you, though only Zenus and Glimmer drank it, which allowed them to see the normally invisible Vesijutu. Janice asked that you all get more of the potion base, water from the wild Vesijutu's watering hole, and had Thumps, a lavender rabbit folk, lead you there. At the watering hole, Zenus and Glimmer saw a small herd of Vesijutu lounging around, unseen by the rest of the group. Vanilly was able to use Lord Lemondrop to invisibly collect her vial, and Glimmer tried similar with her unseen servant, but the bottle itself wasn't actually unseen. So less than positive results there, but that's fine. Zenus then managed to distract most of the rest of the creatures, and after each party member got their vials, you all made haste out of their territory, though without discovering why the herd was agitated in the first place. Thumps then showed you all how to travel through water puddles by stirring one up and meditating, which all led you right back to Waterdrop Village. When giving Janice the vials, Zenus spotted the teen rabbit folk that Vanilly had chased the night before, and likewise gave chase, with Vanilly close behind, shooting him in the side. After losing him in the forest, Janice mentioned that Timothy was a second-generation rabbit folk, not one of the original rabbit folk turned by the Queen of Eror Darkness, and pointed out his family home, a rather boring water drop in a sea of color. Confronting Timothy's mother, or Oleandra, led to not much, though she did quietly mention his boots of false tracks as a way to find him. Laying down to rest for the evening, Zenus heard a familiar old voice in his head. "The end is coming, my darlings. Do not cry for me." And that is where we pick up today. So, yeah. You guys are all in your room that you decorated with the opti-stick, all the walls. Different designs.
Various hellscapes.
Yes.
Mine's a beautiful night sky. What you talking about?
So yes, I think we will start with Zenus having heard the slightly older sounding voice, but a familiar voice of his grandmother. If you could give me a history check with advantage.
Uh, 17.
17. Okay. So as this comes in your head, and it's, I think I described it last time as like the family group text. Yeah, that's basically, so as her voice comes in your head and you hear her say the end, it brings to mind the fact that Fae tend to be exceptionally long-lived. Though it occasionally happens that a Fae creature may get bored of eternal mirth and etc. And perhaps might call the end to bring them to their next phase of life. No one has seen the end, but you have definitely heard the end. So, yes, anyways. Is anyone else doing anything before heading off to bed and whatnot?
Did we not go to bed yet?
I was gonna say, I thought that was like...
Yeah, it was as you're falling asleep, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Zenus kind of hearing that probably sits back up and just very quietly goes out of the kind of tavern and everything else into the night air and goes outside of town, finds a stump or something to sit on, and just plays his grandpa's pan flute for a while, just trying to get one last song out to his grandma.
Cool. You do that thing. And after you finish that, head back to bed. Relatively uneventful evening, so you get a full long rest. And then it is the next morning. What would you guys like to do?
All right, we already spoke to the neglectful mom.
The night before, yep.
Do we want to just go out and immediately look for Timothy, or do we want to ask Janice some more questions, or?
Well, Janice... What was it? Janice said that she had some kind of, she was waiting for a sign or something like that. So I think...
I think she said she had... she told you about the area that was dying and had a way to get you there if you wanted to go there.
Okay. I guess I'd leave it up to Vanilly.
Don't remind me what happened. I don't remember.
Well, you and I chased after that young rabbitfolk that you said knew where your dad was.
And you shot him.
No, I don't. We haven't gotten any information about my dad from anyone.
Oh.
The reason we were chasing Timothy is because he was in Roswell's dream. And I was afraid that he might hurt someone because he's been so secretive.
That's what it was. My mistake. Sorry.
Anytime I ask someone where my dad is, they go, I'm waiting for God to give me a sign. Like, that's not going to help me find my dad.
Well, I mean, the gods do give some signs. I wouldn't put my whole faith in them.
Well, if everyone's waiting, who knows where my dad is? Someone said that he might be here, but nobody knows because everybody's waiting for divine intervention.
Well, the dead area that we were talking about before it's a portion of Vesipisara that feels like it's dying, and they saw footsteps with gemstones, just like we saw at that farmhouse.
Right.
And it's close enough to get there by puddle, I believe. Right?
You guys haven't actually been there, so you cannot travel there by puddle.
Oh.
So you have to have been to a place to be able to do the fast travel.
We could go to It's near the Vestige watering hole, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. And I think so. Jan said that it's relatively near, though she does have a way to transport over water, like via a more different way.
So Janice could go there, but we can't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's not helping us, and is not relevant information.
Well,
to us.
It seemed as though it was some sort of different method of transport besides the fast travel.
Like a folding boat?
She didn't really say.
So if we're traveling back to Vestige, will we have to deal with those things again?
Well, if I remember correctly, they only bothered us when we touched their water.
So we could probably give them a wide enough berth.
Let's hope, because I don't really want to fight them.
Yeah.
No. I do not either.
Alrighty. Well, I'd still leave it up to Vanilly if...
I don't know what we're doing, and I don't know why we're here. If we have no information on my dad, this isn't about me.
I didn't know if you really wanted to go after Timothy while there's still a fresh trail, or...
I'm mad, but if Roswell doesn't care, then I was doing it for Roswell.
Well, I mean, I don't want you to be mad.
I am mad. So much has happened, and nothing's happened at the same time. I'm very mad about it.
Right. Well, in that case, it seems like the dead areas are the way forward. At least something will happen.
Let's hopefully answer some questions.
One of many. So let's go see Janice after some breakfast.
Yeah, you guys head down to the inn or the tavern cafe area, and Leandra brings you, some more purple juice and all of the oddly colored foods and whatnot. And yeah, she says, you guys seem rather solemn today.
I apologize. I have a bit of a headache. little bit of a hangover, perhaps. But I suppose it is to be expected.
Yeah, you get used to it. I mean, if you choose to. It's not trying to. Now you get used to it. It's fine.
I trust you completely.
Zenus just smiles, just like a very Cheshire cat, just grin. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you guys finish the breakfast and head outside, and as you exit the Teardrop Cafe, you see Janice at her little booth thing that she has, seemingly having an intense conversation with a very boring looking man.
Do you think that this might be Carl? I have never gotten confirmation one way or another whether that's his actual name, but it absolutely must be.
I thought,
Oleander said, "How did you know my husband's name?"
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. Perhaps this is my hidden gift, is guessing people's names.
it's as good a gift as any.
What's my middle name?
It is Beauregard.
Okay.
It is now.
Roswell, Beauregard, enter last name here.
What's my last name?
Enter last name here. Do you need a last name? I do not believe that I have one.
I don't know. I was just asking you what it was.
Oh, I do not know. I only know names, not last names. I am sorry. This is a great shame that I have brought.
I guess Roswell's first name.
Is it? Perhaps. Just maybe. Or Roswell.
No. Yes.
No.
No.
Oh my,
Yes.
my gift is gone. I have lost it.
I mean, you've guessed all of my names right so far. Roswell, Beauregard, enter last name here.
Excellent.
Amazing. Can I have you guys roll perception checks?
7.
Okay.
You guys are my perceptive group.
Yep.
7 as well.
You're the most perceptive. 7 as well.
12.
12.
A big 12.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Get into the roll 20. Whoops, let me do that. There we go. Oh, there's Wyatt. I'll let him roll a perception check too. Hi, Wyatt. You want to roll a perception check, please?
Sorry, there's mac and cheese.
Very important.
It is. It's very good. 17.
So, okay, there we go.
Thank
Someone
God.
actually has.
Oh,
I was
no.
going to say 7 as well.
Yeah, you guys are busy having your conversation. Zenus, you kind of start hearing bits and bobs of this conversation that the boring man is having with Janice. And you hear, "My son is gallivanting in a dying wood and you do nothing." And you hear, "Do you even know what you are doing?" And then, "The fountain has been disturbed. Does that not bother you? And the council will hear about this."
You want to repeat some of those again? I was like,
"Dribble faster!"
Lord dump.
Says, "My son is gallivanting in a dying wood and you do nothing. Do you even know what you are doing?" If you want to roll an insight check, as he says that one, you can.
Ooh, not good. That is only a 7.
Okay.
Oh no.
You also hear, "The fountain has been disturbed. Does that not bother you? And the council will hear about this."
Cool. R.I.P. Janice, I guess. Are they still like engaging in this conversation?
Yeah, he seems to be winding down his little tirade, yes.
Zenus will like very like cordially kind of insert himself into the conversation and just say, my apologies, I couldn't help but overhear that you might be looking for somebody.
He says, yes, my son has taken to gallivanting through the woods, and Janice has done nothing.
Oh.
My wife has done nothing.
Yeah, that's child abuse.
Have you done anything?
He says, I have no idea where he is. I have no idea how to even find him.
Does your son...
I feel like you guys have done a bad job parenting if your kid doesn't respect you.
He says,
I respect the hell out of my dad.
he says, children must earn respect.
That's
I
not
don't think
true.
that's true.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
gonna tug on Roswell's sleeve and be like, we should kill this guy.
I put my hand on my dagger and it shakes a little bit.
Zenus
my
makes a
own
big
wrist.
show of like
Not
just
right
like
now.
trying to draw attention away from the murderous intent
The
going on
murder
behind
twins back here.
the murder twins.
Murder twin powers combined.
In the
Shaped
back
as
of
a
his-
knife.
Let's not combine. Maybe let's look this way. Look at distraction.
Might you be looking for your son? Is his name Timothy?
And he kind of looks at you.
I saw a boy named Timothy. He was running off into the woods a little yesterday, I think it was. I was
He was
trying
bleeding.
he was bleeding, so I was trying to give him some attention, just in terms of medical. I'm not the best, but I at least can patch a wound. And I think I saw him running off into the woods. I probably could try and, I think I should be able to pick up on a trail. If you would like somebody to look into this matter, I know Janice has many other ongoing responsibilities and is trying to balance a mighty heavy workload.
As you say this, Jan just like Janice looks at you with like appreciate, like, thank you.
I give her a
He
look.
says, but this man he's still been kind of looking at you. You were at my house last night.
Indeed. We were trying to get to the bottom of the situation because we had asked who Timothy's parents were, and one thing led to another, and we ended up talking to your wife, and then, there was a whole group of us that ended up leaving your house. I don't really know what happened after I retired into the inn.
He says, he kind of sighs, and he's like, if you can find my son, he says, I would be greatly appreciative.
Absolutely. I will do my best to do so.
What are you
He
gonna
kinda
do
just
to him when you
curtly
find
nods.
him?
That is a fair question.
Yeah, is your wife just going to let him outside the house again?
Are you
You
gonna
can't
hurt
just,
him?
you just can't let kids run around. They're going to destroy the local bird population. They're
Are they cats?
I feel like that isn't entirely, but I think what we mean to say is that perhaps you need to reevaluate certain ways in which you establish a relationship with your son. If you're having
You're a bad
difficulties-
dad.
That was the very blunt way of phrasing it. I was trying to have it be implied, but yeah, here we are.
And he says, you are not a parent. And he turns
you
on
know
his
that?
heel and walks.
I have kids. You don't know.
Yeah, this is my
If
dad.
if you really want to get into it, you could kind of consider Zenus to be my dad in a
Oh, he's
strange,
he's been walking away now.
roundabout
Come back. We're
way.
gonna talk about
You
dad.
really think about it in a circuitous route, you eventually come to the other end of the circle, in which Zenus is in fact one of my fathers. I have at least two.
It is true. That's a very good point.
Very progressive
Anyway, it was
family.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you.
No, we are a very progressive family. It's wonderful. As incompetent as Mr. Doran can be at times, he's rather... I almost paid him a compliment. That is very out of
No,
character.
that
for
seems
me.
like a bad spouse to me.
You know what, Vanilly? Thank you for reminding me to stand up for myself. Sorry, Janice, that man seemed to be giving you a bit of issue.
Vanilly, I think
Carl.
that we could...
She says Carl's on the council. They like to think they have more say than they do.
What is the council responsible for?
The council is responsible for choosing the right hand of Bimini, which is me.
Oh.
But once, Bimini has made her will known, they don't really have much to do.
So you are not at risk for a demotion.
Not from them.
Wait, just to get some clarification. This dude was saying that he's going to go to the council to complain about his wife's control over his kid. Won't the council just be like, you're in the council, do it yourself?
They have a rather circuitous route about them. It's not entirely...
Isn't Panini your god?
Bimini is the archfey over Vesipisara. She's not a god.
Why doesn't she pick her own right hand then? If she's just a regular person, why doesn't she choose to assist her? Why does the council have to do it?
The council
Offered
says
up a
here
can.
is Bimini's sign, and you are now the right hand by Bimini's dictate.
But they choose it? Why do they choose it?
I think they just announce it.
Confirm, read the signs, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
How long ago were you selected?
It's been a bit. 2, maybe 3 years.
Wow. Well, in that case, do you think would be wise of us to go locate Timothy before we handle whatever inspecting of the dying lands that we need to?
She says,
Maybe we'll find him on the way there.
Ooh, that is a very good point, Vanilly.
My dad said if you're trying to catch rabbits, you shouldn't try to look like you're trying to catch rabbits. They know when you're coming for them. The best way is to just go about your day, and then when you see one, you can try and catch it. But don't make it look like you're trying to. That's a bad way to catch rabbits. I don't know if that applies to rabbit people. That's what my dad said about the bunnies in the garden.
She says the dead area is a little out or kind of different direction from the wood where Timothy likes to hang out. So whatever you would like to do.
I kind of don't want to get Timothy to send him back to his house if his dad's really mean and his mom doesn't care about him.
Well,
I was really mad, but now I feel like he just might be a product of the environment.
Just because we find Timothy does not mean we need to announce it to the world that we found Timothy.
It's very true. Leads always end up going cold. Who's to say that this one wouldn't turn out in a similar fashion? But I think probably that might be something we can do. I don't believe we're intending to stay in the Dying Lands for a long time. Why don't we go inspect that first, and then once we find what we set out to do, we can travel by puddle back to here, and then we can either investigate Timothy's whereabouts tonight or in the following day, if this ends up being a full day's journey.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
It isn't like we're intending to stay in this area for long. But then again...
I mean, not unless we develop some sort of CPA.
What's that mean?
Child Protection Agency.
Oh.
I feel like this town could really use with some parenting seminars.
Well, we've only seen one child.
The other children seem to like balloons and seem
Oh,
to
yes,
stay in
they
their own
seem-
houses.
Very well adjusted.
That doesn't mean they're well adjusted.
Balloons and the love for balloons obviously mean that they have a good
I think
mentality.
that's how that works.
You know who else loved balloons? Casey.
Alrighty, well, in that case, let's go to a dying land.
Oh, that
Far off
reminds me. Janice, do you have any method of transport that will help us get to the dying area?
Like a bicycle.
A scooter?
She says wheeled things don't tend to do terribly well here.
You guys don't have wheels?
We have wheels. They just don't tend to work well in the water wetness that is here.
Make balloon wheels.
She goes, we did have, it was interesting. I was like, maybe 2 or so years ago, Bimini gifted us with transportation on the various waterways, and you'll recall there are lots of like just water that goes on infinitely in many directions. She goes that you saw like when you're walking to a water drop village and stuff, and she goes yeah, it's actually very interesting. She goes, if you go to the shore of one of the waterways, the Bimini will create a walkway, and then there's transportation. It's the weirdest thing.
So it's a new thing?
Newish.
Is there a chance that we will fall into the water? Like the walkway will vanish under our feet?
No, there is not.
Oh, you hesitated. I don't like that. I don't know if you noticed this, Janice, but I am a rock.
She says you will not fall into the water. There's a cool thing. I wanted to be surprised because it's kind of fun.
We don't like surprises. We're getting real sick of them. Maybe you could just be upfront with us, and that would be appreciated.
I don't necessarily mind waiting for a surprise. It's kind of fun. You don't get shocked too much in your old age. I am not an old man.
No, you
Well,
are not.
I am an old man. I'm young at heart.
Young at heart.
And
Eat your soup, Zenus.
all right. Listen. The Water Drop Inn offered a very lovely complimentary breakfast soup. Who am I to
Yes,
oppose?
and you
I take one for the road.
You immediately went for the minestrone.
Well, maybe I find it to be a wonderful breakfast delicacy.
I've
Have you
never
ever
had
thought about-
soup for breakfast before.
Isn't cereal just soup for breakfast? It's a cold soup.
The gazpacho.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But I am going to take my lovely cup of soup and then go down to one of those waterways to find out what exactly this secret surprise is.
Yes, let us find
Okay.
out.
I'm starting to lose my appetite for surprises.
Well, what's the worst that could happen to me?
Yes!
Well, I know, but death happens to everybody. I mean, it happened to my grandmother last night. It's not like it's going to be the
Yeah,
worst.
but I don't want the surprise of death. I'm only 12.
No, you don't have to die. I would be going first.
Let's stop talking about dying.
What? Death is a part
Hey
of life.
kids,
It's
can we
not...
line up?
Janice says, I promise it's not a bad surprise. I promise.
I don't trust you, Janet.
Hey, thank you for all of the advice, Janice. We appreciate it.
And
the ocean is a
nods.
soup.
You can't eat it, so I'd say no on the soup front.
There's
Mhm.
meat in it and vegetables.
salt.
You shouldn't eat salt water.
To the puddle!
And
Conversation happens on the way, of course.
Janice has indicated, just that way, 5 or 10 minutes, and you'll come across a waterway, or one of the water things. And she goes, yeah, I'll just say out loud when you get there, transport please. I don't know. And it's pretty cool. And anyways,
Honey, please.
and yeah, as you guys are walking, can I get some perception checks from everyone?
Not rolling that die.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
5.
7.
Natural one.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, I have
Old
a
man
plus.
doing.
I have a +4 to perception.
I have a +1.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
I'm none. I
bad.
think Vanilly and Roswell are still very distracted
Murder.
by the is ocean a soup.
I think it's more of a pickle jar. It's brining everything that's inside
Well,
of it.
there's no lid on top of the ocean. How could
That
it be a
begins the
jar?
question, are pickles
If a
soup?
jar doesn't have a lid, it's still a jar.
Well, you can't pickle without a lid.
It's definitely not a door, right?
Yeah, the jar door.
No, when is a door not a door? When it's a jar.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I had to.
There's so much going on right now.
I love that Error just this entire time has just been like silently taking in
Yeah.
like the rest of us just losing our minds, and he's just sitting there just like
Surrounded by idiots.
What more can he say to this conversation? It's already progressing so fast.
that's
what did Zenus get?
18.
18. Yeah, as you are walking, you notice someone following you.
Zenus, tell us what your elderly eyes see.
What do your cataracts see?
Gonna eat my it's not even soup, it's really like good homemade mac and cheese. I'm not gonna say it to the two people that were ready to like stab a man earlier, even how justified it would be.
So tell it to Vanilly and me.
Yeah, you can trust me in Roswell.
Yeah, we're not murder hobos like everybody else in the party.
I'm going to turn to Error and say, is it just me, or do we seem to have somebody who also wants to see the waterways following us a little ways back?
Is there any way I can like subtly look around or
Yeah, as you look around and as Zenus points out, this person attempting to be stealthy, but they're not terribly stealthy. So you guys just rolled not great. You do spot them.
what do we do in this situation? I feel like just calling them out might not be the smartest move. Or should we do that?
Are you saying this in a way that Glimmer can hear, or is it just between
I figured like the the pickle conversation is happening like at least a little bit further up, and Zenus kind of went from leading to like walking towards the back with Eror. Do we have any like sense? Is this like the red cap situation, or is it like does it seem like Timothy or?
As you look back, you notice familiar close to who was chatting with Janice earlier.
Carl? Zenus will like stop and turn around and just say, Carl? You don't need to sneak around. You can always just ask me directly.
He says, I'm going to find where my son is.
I totally understand. And we will also help you in this endeavor, but there are other matters that Janice has asked us to work on at the same time. Her plate is quite full. You even said it yourself. You maybe didn't hear this. The direction that we're going in is a little bit ways away from where Timothy is. We're planning on doing this at a different time.
And you just see him make this like disgusted face, and he goes, and like turns and walks away.
So when's a pickle not a pickle? Like, how come we called pickled cucumbers pickles, but anything else just picks up the pickle suffix? Prefix?
I don't like pickles.
Prefix.
Prefix.
The prefix.
Pickled peppers.
That Peter picked.
Pickled cabbage.
Pickled. Okay. Any hoodle.
I don't like pickles. I think they're gross.
Zenus, does Zenus see Carl just walk back into town? Or in that direction, or is he insisting on following us?
No, he's walking back now, yes. That you kind of indicated that you're not actually going to be looking for Timothy right now.
Well, yeah. And I mean, Zenus was very, like, intentional in pointing out, like, at least during that initial conversation, that he didn't give a timeline of when he was doing it. He was just like, I'll do everything in my power to do it. Just...
Eventually.
Yeah.
Pickled carrots. Roswell's just walking off naming pickled things.
I do not trust that, Carl. That is just my opinion.
I don't trust anyone who's a bad dad. That's the number one priority to be trusted, is you have to be a good dad.
What about people who don't have kids?
Would you be a good dad if you had kids?
I don't know, don't have kids.
Then I'm sorry, Roswell. I can't trust you.
This is why you cannot trust him?
That's
I
probably
trust
smart.
completely on the dad system. The sliding scale of good to bad dad.
What about like a mom? A mom can't be a dad because they're a mom.
Moms could be dads.
Well, no, but by being a mom, they're not a dad.
You know, girl dad.
Well, yeah, but that's a dad who's a girl. I'm talking about moms.
Wait, could there be a boy mom?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if there's a girl dad.
And my
then there's
mom's a
boy mom.
unicorn, so.
I have questions. Are you adopted?
Technically. I don't know. If you find a baby out in the woods and you bring it home, have you adopted it or?
I think categorically, yes.
Yeah, by common law, I think.
You were so
Pennsylvania?
right. We do need a CPA, Roswell. Not in just this play, but in every play. This is first order of business once we are done saving this realm.
That's true. You really shouldn't just keep a baby that you find. You should try to find out the parents.
But
What if the baby was a gift?
Oh, I don't think that's adoption then.
Every baby is a gift.
That's true, I guess.
If you're an elder fae, and it's used as a bargaining chip.
Well, okay, let's
We gotta
right.
gloss over that pod in the... Anyway,
Waterways.
We're going. They're just a long way away. A lot of talking there. We get there.
I'm almost done with my soup.
You guys have such good conversations. We can't interrupt them.
We all
But
share one
anyways.
brain cell. Like, these are...
It makes my job easier. I'll put it that way.
If there's two things Roswell cares about, it's pickles and children.
Hopefully not pickled children.
My...
Oh my goodness. Anyways, yes, you guys eventually make it to the waterway. Woo!
Yay!
And nothing weird happens.
Except for the
On the way,
discussion about
except for the
pickles and
discussion.
children.
Yes, perhaps that was the surprise that Janice was talking about, that we would spend talking about pickles and our plans for helping the children of the world.
Perfect. Yes, so you get to the waterway.
Transport, please.
And as you say that, you see this shimmering walkway out decently and over the water.
I try other things. Money, please.
Money, please.
Okay, John Alfio.
That's Mona Lisa.
Okay, Mona
Puppies,
Lisa.
please. Do we get anything else with any other words?
No,
About pickles.
not totally. No.
I hand you an empty cup.
I don't know what that means.
I can't
means
wait
I'm
to get
done
out of the
with my soup.
Feywild.
Oh. I put the empty cup in my bag because I don't want to litter.
So it's the waterway. What the waterway has appeared.
Yeah, there's like a shimmering path. It's a little odd, kind of ethereal, but it's leading out, and it kind of vanishes into nothing over the water.
So it's
I
like that
touch it.
glass
Does it?
pathway at the Grand Canyon.
Oh,
That sounds so bad.
Hopefully no
very
one's scared of heights
tentatively
here.
stand on it.
And it holds your weight.
I touch it. Does it feel like ice?
It feels like cotton candy.
Oh no, you can't get that wet. That's gonna dissolve. That's a bad bridge.
Okay, watch the cup. Make sure that no soups spill onto the walkway.
Oh, it's over ice though. It's over water though.
It feels like cotton candy. It isn't actually cotton candy. It's like
Just
if you try
cotton?
it's just that's just the texture.
I begin doing that shuffle step when it's dark and you're trying to make your way down the hallway without launching a cat. You know the one.
Yeah.
I launched a cat last night on accident.
As I think back to walking down the stairs and almost stepping on a cat and nearly falling down the stairs multiple times. Whoops.
I have fallen down the stairs before. It is not fun.
No, I wouldn't think so.
1 sec.
My feet are not coming off
There we go.
of. I am making my way forward.
Yeah, I'll
I sprint.
Roswell, as you guys watch Roswell sprint, vanishes into nothing. So that happens. What's everyone else doing?
Well, rip in
How
peace to
wide is this
Roswell.
pathway?
It is like a gangplank wide.
So it's not
I'm
very
sc-
wide.
No, it's not very wide.
How did he just do that then? How did he just not fall in?
I'm
just
very
so
agile.
Tommy
Parody.
just climbs over all of us.
It's fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy. I'm very
Guys,
agile.
and
Great
it's still in the
balance.
chat.
Oh.
I'm fast as fin, boy.
I continue my shamble.
hmm So Roswell's first. Glimmer has sprinted past Glimmer. Glimmer second. How is everyone else
If it's narrow, he didn't knock me off, did he?
No.
I stepped over you because I'm huge.
Okay.
Roswell, what you're like at 18 dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a Dexy boy. And yeah, so Roswell goes. Glimmer is shuffling. How's everyone else doing?
I walk on it like it's a tightrope with like my arms out to either side to balance. Which is not necessary to do, but I feel like it's important.
I'm probably a combination of the tightrope and also the shuffling. Just in case.
So Roswell, Glimmer, Vanilly, Eror, Zenus, is that the order?
I do a cartwheel.
Perfect. So yeah, you guys watch Roswell go across. You watch Glimmer go across. Vanilly goes through. Eror, as you go through, you see your three friends in front of you. And you also see a very familiar boat, though the mast is charred and black.
Wait, where is this? Like in the place we were before, or in the new
After
place?
you've gone through the vanish, as you walk through, you walk onto a ship.
We're on a ship? Okay.
We're on a ship.
Eror stops dead in his tracks then.
Yeah.
Zenus bumps into you as he walks in.
And yeah, you guys all see this ship with the main mast dark and blackened. And you see, sorry, I have to remember the names. Hold on. You see halfling woman that says, "The five of you?"
There
That's
five
you.
of us?
And as she says that, she's kind of looking around and looks at Eror. Eror,
Looks
how are you here?
Eror looks absolutely floored, like his eyes are huge. He goes, Selene?
And she says, Eror, and she runs and just like launches herself and gives you a big old hug. Eror, how did we thought you were lost?
I thought you guys were lost.
We feel lost, honestly. We've been trying to find land for feels like forever.
Do you know who these people are, Eror?
Yeah, and as she says that, you see a half orc come out, another oh my gosh, Roxy. Okay, I can't read what you wrote. What you wrote for what race? Oh, elf. I thought that was a G to start. I was like, what is a GIF? Elf. Got it. And the half elf and another human come out. It's I thought it said GIF and I was a little confused. Then I figured it out. Like I figured it out several times before and forget every time because I have seen so many different things and keep I forget immediately when I figure stuff out. It's fine. But yeah, Sloane says, Cass Jericho, Matthew, Eror's back.
Eror just like, he has no idea what to say. He probably is like tearing up a little bit too because it's been so long since he's seen them. And he says, how did you guys get here?
It was the weirdest thing, she says. After you had went overboard, we'd been, trying to get away from that other ship. It started raining, and then all of a sudden, lightning hit the mast, and and she kind of looks out. And as you guys look out, you just see this foggy area surrounding you. You don't see land anymore. And we've just had this now. Because we've been looking for land for 2 years, I think. She goes, I think, and she's kind of like tallying stuff. I think about.
Dude, it's like right there.
And as you point, you just see clouds. You just see fog. You don't see any land. And Sloane says to Jericho, get us in that direction. And as the ship sort of lists to in that general area, you just continue to see more clouds and things, more fog. Sloane goes, all these strange fae folk keep on coming on and getting off. We've tried following them and we can't.
What do you mean getting off?
Well, like, you guys just appeared, like, you were not here like 5 minutes ago, and now you are here. You just appeared. This whole place is the weirdest.
And you said you've been here for years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. That sounds awful.
She says it has been, like, besides the fact that we can't land, it's when we wake up in the morning, there's a full, like, all the food, odd, but tastes the same, different colors, very weird, but it just is there. It's weird.
So I assume you don't know, because we were just in the Feywild, so I'd assume we haven't left that. So we're probably still in the Feywild.
Well, she says that would make sense. I mean, we do keep on getting, like, occasionally a couple pixies will pop in. I've seen a couple. This pair of dryad came once. That was odd. I didn't. Yes. She's like, we've been trying to get out of here for as long as we can, or as long as we've been here. But it's just fog everywhere.
Well, we can't just leave you here. We need to. And then Eror turns to the others and goes, we need to help them. These are my friends, my family, my crew.
Well, we came through on the passage, so maybe they just need to come with us. Like,
Maybe if we
perhaps.
say transport, please, but backwards.
Oh, that could also work. That is a very good idea.
You do. Oh. Wait, give me a second. A piece of paper.
So it's when the other fake creatures vanish, it says, "Oh, here's my stop," and then they vanish. I don't understand what they mean, because we don't stop, and all of a sudden they're gone.
Perhaps.
Have you tried to say it?
Yes.
She says, "Yeah," and it doesn't do anything.
Perhaps if we held hands.
Have you believed hard enough?
I say, sail tro snarp. It's transport, please, backwards.
And nothing happens.
Janice did.
Another
Feywild.
dead end.
Feywild's awful. There's no pickles. They don't give you money when you ask for it. Saying stuff backwards doesn't make things go backwards.
Well, do they in our world?
Yeah, sometimes there's pickles, and when you ask people for money, they give it to you.
I meant the backwards talking thing.
It depends on what you're saying. If it's a magic bridge, maybe.
I mean, I think in Thieves' Cant sometimes you have to say things backwards, yeah?
What do you know about Thieves' Cant?
I've read a lot of books, Glimmer. You don't know me.
Yeah, I've been teaching her. What are you, a cop?
Wait, it's been like 2 days.
Oh. Just lost Yuri a little bit, but that's okay.
I'm here.
Still,
My
you're still
camera
there.
got disconnected.
As your camera's not on anymore.
There we go.
Janice did say that Vesipisara got traveled 2 years ago. If Zenus thinks back to how they got to the Feywild with the lightning struck tree and everything, and just Bimini must have brought you here and made you Vesipisara's own transit system. Though it does seem rather disconcerting and indeed a hallmark of the Fae that they would just keep mortals in the position that would suit them. Sorry to say, I don't know what we can do against an Archfey, but there may be something we could talk to Janice about a crew change.
Well, yes, we are planning on helping that Archfey, so perhaps asking for help with Eror's friends, we may have a little bit of leverage.
Yeah, and an interesting thing you're noticing about this boat too is it is moving, but there's no sail. The mast that's lightning, it's black and smoldering and tipped over slightly. And give me perception checks.
Please don't fail me now.
18.
Okay.
13.
18.
Yeah.
21.
11.
So Zenus, you notice, and Glimmer, you notice as well, that there's something odd with the boat, but Eror notices it specifically that it looks like there was damage taken or given that has since been repaired, though it does not look like repairs that would have been done. It doesn't look like material plane repair, basically. You don't see any nail holes, for example, on the new pieces of wooden things. If that makes sense.
And there's still no sail, and the ship is just moving.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to move the boat do you have any control over the directions that the boat goes?
Sloan kind of looks at Jericho, who is the half elf, kind of gangly, but has star maps rolled up on his belt and things, even though they're useless here because different stars. And Jericho says, we go where we want, but we're like, well, let's try that direction, and we go in that direction, but it doesn't, the surroundings have never changed.
And how do you know you're moving?
And you can see the foggy clouds kind of moving back. The clouds have changed, the fog has changed. You can, and as you're standing there, you feel like wind blowing across your face.
None of that is indication of movement. You could be standing in one place and the wind can still blow and clouds can still move. That doesn't mean you're going anywhere.
This is the Feywild. So,
Without any notable landmarks, how could you really tell, though? And there's no stars because it's always twilight. Or dusk? Dawn?
Twilight. The sun is always at the cusp of setting.
Would you consider fog enough water to be able to be controlled by shape water?
Yes.
Cool. Can I, like, bit by bit try to part the fog in front of us just to see if I can find anything more concrete?
Like some concrete?
Like,
yes. As you do that, you spread it across to water. You get down to water, and as you push it out to one side, more water. Push it out to the other side, more water, and you do see the water slapping against the side of the boat and things.
I do believe we are surrounded by water.
Good observation, Glimmer. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Is shape water a cantrip?
Yes.
Cool.
What have you guys been eating and like drinking?
Sloan says that is the interesting thing. And she will lead you to the, oh God, I don't know ship terms, galley? Is that the one I'm looking for? Kitchen?
Yeah.
Area? She'll lead you to the galley, and there is like a spread on the table. You see a jar of something. You see random meats. You see barrels of water and purple juice. Yeah, there's just food in here. And she says, this is just here when we wake up in the morning.
Super weird. Do I see any lemons?
Lemons?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna take some.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna take 2 lemons.
You have 2 blue lemons. 2 lemons.
I wonder if we can use the puddle transport to get your friends out. Error.
Well, they haven't been there, have they?
Do
No,
they?
they've only really seen the fog. Right.
But if they go with someone who's been to the place, can't we take them with us?
No, the reason you guys are able to do the fast travel is because you had been to Water before, so you fast travel back to Water Drop.
Oh, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Gotta hit that Hearthstone.
There's got to be some way that we can get you out of here.
Sloan says, that would be greatly appreciated. We've tried, and I don't know that you'd be able to do it right this second, because like we've been trying to figure out ways for years. She says, you found your way here. Perhaps talking to someone outside of the ship would be able to, outside of here, about this would be able to let them know what's going on. Maybe nobody knows. Maybe they don't understand.
Well, if you guys are the official transport of Panini, then I think she might be the only one who can, let you guys go. I think we're going to go have to find her and ask for you to get some shore leave. Is that a word? That one of the words?
Sure is.
Oh.
I think that might be our best option. But if you guys are Eror's family, we'll definitely come back for you. We're not going to leave you here. That would be a bad dad thing to do.
A bad dad?
We've been
We're
on the
trying to.
topic
We're all
today.
trying to be better dads.
It's
is
a
what we're
recurring
getting
theme.
for.
Yeah, nobody wants to be a BD.
That would be very helpful. Yeah, so you guys are on this ship. Is there any other conversations that you wanted to have before we move on to other things and such?
So do you guys think the ocean is a soup? You live in the ocean.
Or a pickle.
Yeah, or is it more of like a pickle jar because it brines everything? Fade out of the scene.
Yes, they are very confused. Cool. So yeah, as you guys are going, Glimmer and Roswell, you start hearing on the water, "We are they. You are near." And then you just keep hearing that.
Think we're getting close to land?
Does it sound like sinister?
No, it sounds so it's the two voices still. I just don't have it actually prepped like it did last time. And you just hear two voices joined as one, swirling around each other, saying that, and it almost feels like they are calling for you to come find them.
Okay. I guess on the boat, I want to walk like as closely as I can get to that sound.
So it is like all around you right now.
Oh.
It's like surround sound.
I jump off the boat. Just kidding, I don't do that.
Does any and is it like something we actually hear, or like, because this happened before that only Glimmer and Roswell heard them,
Mm-hmm.
but is it like an actual sound, or is it like in our heads?
It's a sound. It's an actual sound, but to everyone else, it just kind of sounds like running water.
Who are they? Who are you?
And 1 second, let me pull the thing up. I have too many things. You hear with the two voices, "We are they who are forged in friendship."
Oh, they seem pretty chill.
And Eror, Vanilly, and Zenus are just hearing the water running still.
Roswell, you can also hear them?
Yeah.
I wonder.
You can hear them? Everybody can hear them. Probably.
I do not see anyone else reacting, so I am not sure. But I do hear them, and I've heard them before, but they're rather cryptic, I must admit.
Oh, I thought everybody else was just rude.
Not necessarily.
Because they weren't responding.
Whose friendship are you forged in? By? From? In some kind of... What are they called? Prepositions?
Then you just hear the next line, "We are they who protect the protectors."
Like a shield protects a protector.
The first line of defense. How do we find you?
We gotta look within. for friendship.
They say let's see, what do they say? They say I think they just go, we are they who will continue our mission through you.
It is a little unsettling, I must admit. What is your mission? You can deviate from the script. It's okay. I won't tell anyone.
Maybe they can't. Maybe they're just like a bunch of non-binary ghosts.
They say, we are they who shield Vesipisara.
They, them.
Does that mean that we are going to have to shield Vesipisara?
Guess. I don't know.
And
I don't know if I'm big enough to shield all of Vesipisara.
I don't think I am either.
As they're continuing this, both of you kind of feel as though they are nearby and definitely not on the ship.
Okay. Can I start shape watering where I think I've sensed them?
All you see is water.
This is very frustrating, Roswell.
I mean, yeah. But it's less frustrating if you just think, I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
See, but here, can I be honest with you, Roswell? Roswell, Beauregard, and your last name here. Can we share a moment?
Yes.
Don't know if I've ever seen a ghost. I'm like 78% sure.
I'm pretty sure we fought some ghosts in that barn.
Okay, then I'm like 99% sure that I am afraid of them.
But you can do magic, so...
Yes, I can. I can also very, very hurt by a ghost. And also someone that I care very, very deeply about was hurt by a ghost.
That's
and
okay.
it's still
They didn't hurt me
continuing
that
to be
much.
hurt. Yes.
Yeah, it
And
was
I'm
you,
so-
bud.
I like put my hand on your like forearm, and I'm so glad.
I'm glad you weren't hurt either.
I think you guys would recall too that Salone said that when the fairy folk want to get off the boat, they say, "This is my stop."
Okay. Just
What
as an experiment, please do not take it the wrong way if this does not work. But what if we all held hands with one of the crewmen and then said, "This is my stop," and then see what happens?
And as you say, "This is my stop,"
Oh boy.
you see the ethereal gangplank appear, and it fades off into nothingness off the side of the boat.
I was going to say, what if we said, "This is your stop," to the crew?
Oh.
There's got to be rules to this stuff, right?
It's
Has
a
the
word
crew
riddle.
tried saying it?
Say that again.
Has the crew tried saying it themselves?
Yeah, Sloan says, yeah, I mean, we have, and it doesn't do anything. It's odd.
Also, they said it when they told us that other people said it.
Have you guys jumped off the boat yet? Has anything happened with that?
They say, let's see. Cass, the half-orc, says, I've tried jumping off, and I just end up right in my bunk. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I
that
think
is
you
a very
guys are.
easy way to go to bed. Like a life hack.
Life hack!
Say 15 seconds every night.
Yeah,
At the end of the year, it'll add up.
so much time you get back.
So much time to gather passive income.
Error, I don't think there's anything we can do right now to help your friends. I think we have to go find whoever's in charge of this and tell them to make it stop.
What if we carried them while we were walking on the bridge?
Honestly, I think you're the only one that could carry any of them.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll carry multiple of them.
Glimmer has an even strength score to Roswell, so
Yeah, I have
Glimmer
a
probably
14, so I could at least
I
maybe
also
take
have 14.
the halfling.
Oh, you guys! Oh man, you get none of you have very much. Oh my gosh, no wisdom, no strength. What is this party?
we put all of our points into charisma and dexterity, like you should. That's the only correct way to play Dungeons and Dragons. My dex, my charisma. That's all you need.
I think a 14 for a sorcerer is pretty decent.
Yeah, no, that's not bad for a sorcerer. No. Yeah, but what you guys like to do as you see a plank going off to nowhere off the side of the boat.
My
Is it just-
concern is if we try to carry them and they fall, that could be bad. Unless they back up in their bunk. I don't know.
Just don't think it's gonna let us bring anyone through.
I think we
Roswell
have to-
can lift 780 pounds.
Holy shit.
Okay, everybody pile on.
Roswell's like, I'll piggyback everyone. Just keep stacking on top of each other.
the
Start with
trick
the
is
half
keeping
orc and
it
go
from
up.
tipping.
Yeah, because he has powerful builds. You count as large to determine your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, pull, drag, or lift.
Jeez.
So,
Well, in any case, so Roswell has at least one on his shoulder.
I mean, I
I'll
could
carry
two.
I'll carry someone.
And are you guys all going off the gangplank, or?
We're carrying 2 of the crew members with us. Which one?
Well, wait, there's 3 crew members?
There's
There's
5.
4.
There's 4. I'll carry 2,
I got 1.
and then you and Glimmer carry 1 more. That's all of them.
Yeah, so I think
then-
Roswell has Kess and Matthew, and then Glimmer probably has Sloane, and I don't know if Eror's got Jericho.
I could
Eror
probably
will
carry
Jericho
3
in
of
bridal
them.
style. Just because they're basically like siblings, but he doesn't know how else to do it. Or he just has them over his shoulder, but I feel like that's worse.
I have one
I
under
can't
each
see.
arm, like kegs.
I got that like fireman carry going.
If you're a
And-
halfling, yeah, watch this.
And
got the half elf.
as you walk down the gangplank, you get to the end, and it's just you 5.
Darn it. That is frustrating.
But- Well, at least we know how to find them again, hopefully.
If I had to guess, it would just be that it is them doing the entire transport. If we fix everything that's going on, Bimini will, in theory, owe us a great boon, which we can cash in for whatever the 5 of us want within reason. But I think a good one would be to find a new crew, or to get this crew off and replace it with people that actually are willing to be there and not held captive.
Yeah. They probably don't even know how long they've been there for.
Yeah, it could be hours.
I think Zenus would know
Mhm.
that time on the Feywild compared to the material plane
Oh
could
yeah,
be very different.
yeah. Zenus had to go through like a whole process of learning the calendar when he first arrived in the material
Mhm.
plane. Of just like,
Yeah.
what do you mean time?
And also, you think back to the thing you got overnight, and your grandma sounds significantly older than when you last saw her. So.
What if we save them and they, like, Dorian Gray shrivel up and age rapidly? Is that how that works?
The passage of time, the Feywild runs on its own time dilation. It can only really be, it changes every moment depending on when you enter from the material plane and vice versa. It could be a matter of seconds that have passed in either plane. It could be that what feels like a minute here is in reality close to a year in the material plane. Things, it's anybody's guess as far as I know. I've only been in the material plane for 3 years and, 4 years, and now it seems like much more time has passed than I thought.
Roswell kind of zoned out when you were explaining time, and the only thing in his head was, and I am living in a material plane.
Roswell's brain is just this monkey with symbols. Just constantly.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, you guys are off the ship. Do you start... I think Glimmer and Roswell, you are still hearing the word, we are they stuff. And it feels like the words themselves are the same, but it feels generous, like they want to give you something. And you feel like you know where to go to find them.
I have something that might be a little bit ridiculous to say. However, we are in a fairly ridiculous world. I am going to follow a feeling, and I mean that rather literally. So is it okay if we go that way for a short detour?
We have no idea where we are or what we're looking for. Your feelings are the best guide we have, Glimmer.
Okay. I very much like that scene in Princess Bride where Vicini is asking his father to guide his sword. I've got the willow branch on that Zenus gave me, and I'm...
Perfect. Yes, as you do this, you come to a clearing and you see to the south of where you are walking, you see a set of stairs going down into some sort of tunnel.
Fall down the stairs.
And that is so I dropped you guys in the map, but we'll pull that up after the break. But that is where we are going to take a break, but not before I read a little thing for you guys, which is a small, spindly yellow creature with entirely too many pincers and spiky fur covering a hunched back sneaks through a swampy wood, looking for interesting things. As he nears a curious red mushroom, it begins shrieking. The creature steps back for a moment before its pincered mouth curved into what some might call a smile. And that is where we are taking a break. We'll be back in like 10, maybe 15. I don't know. Depends on how long. So,
hope you're not scared of bugs.
See ya in a bit. Bye. A tall, lanky man in a jewel-toned cloak frustratedly walks through the Fey realm known as Secasordo, bathed in twilight and surrounded by solemn Fey gatherings of those soon to depart. He soon comes to the elegant residence of Tapava, the Archfey. My queen, I know who has been absconding with my quarry. They need to follow the ways and traditions of the Fey. Aurel has deigned she will not intervene, and as my queen leads, so I follow. The lanky man stalks out, scowl on his face, plan on his mind. Hi everyone, we're back! And it's time to do some stuff! Who's excited? Yay!
Me.
I whistle.
Still
with
taking the
excitement.
notes, trying to figure out like what all happened. It's like,
There was a lot there.
I forgot to ask the sailors if they had a shield on board. Damn.
Didn't we find a shield somewhere? Don't we have a shield of happy sadness or something?
oh, yeah,
What?
that's
Oh my
We've got like a tragedy drama shield or something, don't we?
yeah.
Can I
It
have
was
it?
like a stage combat shield.
Well,
Oh, but
You're
is
so-
it a functional shield?
It is a functional shield. I just need to find where I took the notes. When did I get that last? Was that third?
It was a while ago.
That was, I think that was.
Oh, yeah. The Shield of Sorrow. Once a day, you can use command give up for the DC Wisdom saving throw. There's
Can
also
I-
the Shielding of Stone Skin, which is a necklace. Oh, you have the handgun. Yeah, I'll give you the shield.
Thanks.
Shield of Sorrow.
Roswell just has all of the magic items.
He also has the chalk. I think he's literally got everything except for the necklace of stone.
It's because
Yeah.
I'm the most responsible member of the team, so I have to be the quartermaster.
It's because you can hold the most amount of stuff, okay?
We all just
Russell's like, I can
absentmindedly
hold
just throw it at
700
you.
pounds, and everyone's like, here, take these.
You're the
Holding a lot of weight, responsibility, same thing.
Yeah, so you guys have been walking through this kind of swampy fey forest, trees and stuff abound, and to your south you see stairway leading down. We can flip to the map too. That black space is just because there's stuff under there. I didn't want to do 2 levels of map. But and I dropped you guys in here, right? Yeah. Yes, I did the thing. Good job, Self. You're the best. But yeah, you see to your south stairs leading down into an arched tunnel.
Cool. I continue to follow where the wand directs me to go.
Cool. So yeah, it is leading you south, so you can move where you would go.
Okay. And this is where the archway is?
Nope, way down at the bottom.
Oh, durr. Okay. I begin making my way.
And is everyone
Making
else
my way
following?
downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hesitantly, I'm not ecstatic about going underground, but I guess if we have to. Also,
Oh,
I
there
was playing
you go.
Elden Ring, and I'm really bad at boss fights. So there was like a ruined temple. I'm just gonna talk about Elden Ring for a second. There's like a ruined temple, and there's all these like man-eating flowers in front of it.
So as you get, sorry, I'm gonna move you back a little bit.
And there was like
Get to the
a
right layer.
stairwell going underneath, and there was a boss fight down there. And I'm like, I really want to go in there, but I know I'm gonna die, and I've got a ton of runes on me. I'm gonna go find a, bonfire. They call them Great Site of Grace. And then I got sidetracked, and then I got whisked away to the hold, and then I had to hug a lady like a couple times because of this. This game lets you hug, guys. There's an NPC who specifically is there to hug you. It's great.
So as you move down, cool. As you walk past Glimmer, the tree or the bush itself to your God, I suck at geometry. To your left, reaches out and attempts to rake at you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ah.
Okay, I'll take
18.
it. 15.
25.
Also 15.
Un momento, por favor, I'm coming. 10.
Neat. Sorry, I'm just adjusting these. I didn't want to give them colored dots until you guys did initiative on them. And yes, this bush. Oh no, that was supposed to be pink. Hold on. Not purple, pink. There we go. Okay, so we have... Did everyone pop in the thing? What did Eror get?
15.
15, neat. Okie dokie, so we will start with Roswell, and you see, it's kind of difficult to tell, but there's bush. They have colors. I maybe should have not used pink and purple. Just coming to this conclusion now after I labeled them all. That's fun. Hold on, let me label them something slightly more obvious. Blue? Yellow? Yellow, there we go. Put yellow on them too, so you can actually see them. You see a bush, reach out. And attempt to scratch at Glimmer and fail miserably because I don't think that an 8 hits.
No, shockingly enough.
Is it like getting out of the ground and chasing after
it is
her?
just like you see it just stand up like.
Oh, so we can't just walk past these?
No.
We probably could. It's a bush.
You see it trying to starting to stand up and attempt to swipe at Glimmer, fail miserably, and get ready to move. You see it like lifting up like it's like lifting up a skirt, trying to run with a skirt.
Yeah, not too intimidated by these bushes. Maybe we just go around.
Well, they're moving now, so they'll just move with us and keep.
I don't know. What do you think the movement speed of a bush is?
I don't know. At least 5 feet.
Yeah, I think we might just be able to walk around them.
The problem is it looks like there are very many of them.
Does anybody have fire?
Mm-mm.
I do.
All right. Well, now's your time to shine.
But what is Roswell doing with this bush? That just it was this one back here. They are that tried, and you can see the yellow dots where they all are. Then you see them. You see them. Starting to move and stuff.
I'm gonna attack this one then.
Cool. Do that thing.
That is a 22 to hit.
A 22 will hit.
And that is 16 points of damage.
What are you hitting with your sword? Yeah, you make...
It's a magic sword.
It is a magic sword. You make, like... Zorro? A tree trimmer? I don't know.
I do an R.
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. There it is. That's who it is.
Not
Zorro
to be
Scissorhands.
That guy, but Roswell, do you have advantage on this for sneak attack?
No, but I do gain sneak attack when no other creature that's friendly to the target is within 5 feet of the target.
Oh, because you changed to swashbuckler. Right.
Yes.
I thought you were still a thief. My bad.
And yes, that you make designs in this tree, and it goes, or the shrub, and it goes, and it's this beautiful thing that tips over and is toast.
I just wanted to destroy something beautiful.
I thought you were trying to make it like a bunny or something.
And then we are to Glimmer.
I see that Roswell does a pretty decent hit, and it looks like they don't have a lot to them. However, she's on the war path. She had her idea, and she's sticking to it. She's just kind of gonna like thump her chest and give herself dragon's breath.
Is that a spell? Or
It is a leveled spell, and I've succeeded in the past, so I think it's a second level spell, so I'll have to beat a 4 to not roll on the table. So I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on myself. We're gonna do fire damage.
And you can see where they are.
For a big 6 damage.
Nice. And it's a dex save, a...
Yes,
Which
you
one
need to beat a 14.
Is that a single target thing? Oh, it's a cone.
It's a cone, but I don't think anything is close. It's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, there's only one. You could only get one. They're not together yet. So
Bushes can't be good at dexterity.
Oh, that
right?
is a 15 with his -1 on the dex.
Okay. Let me see if
half
it takes
damage?
half. Let me see. Half on a successful save. So 3 damage.
And as you blow this fire, you see
God damn.
it hits it, and you think, crap, I didn't do as much as I would hope. But as you hit like the base of the shrub, the flames flicker up and catch the leaves, and it does more damage than you intended.
Oh, lovely. I did roll a 4.
Exactly as much damage as you intended.
Yes.
And a
4.
79.
Ooh.
Illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of me for the next minute.
Does that give disadvantage on attacks then?
Literally, that's all it says. I think it's just a flavor thing.
That's amazing. So yeah, as you do this,
I am painting with the colors of the wind.
These butterflies start flitting around you, and you see them. They're staying within the 10 feet, but you see them kind of clustering over here in this general vicinity.
Glimmer, you made butterflies come out of that bush.
I did.
And then we are to Eror. And I moved you. You can have started a little closer if you want, Patsy. I just kind of pulled you in. But otherwise, if you want to say that's restart, that's fine too.
I don't think I can reach anyone right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if I move like 5, 10, maybe like starting. Hold on. Maybe like
just wherever you would have been in the group, because I feel like you probably wouldn't have been at the very back. So
maybe like right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's fine.
So then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I guess go like right here. And then ready an attack with my scythe.
Perfect.
But that's it, because I can't do much else.
Okay. And then we are to Zenus with Vanilly on deck.
Yeah, I will. So we know it's the bushes that are attacking us.
Yes, it is.
Cool. I will. What do I want to do? I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Roswell.
Yay.
So at least for the next minute, depending on concentration, you're now large and your size is
in
doubled.
charge.
And your attacks deal an extra 1d4 damage. And then as a bonus action, I'll throw a vicious mockery at the one that tried to hit Glimmer and just say, "Boo, you suck."
That means
Zenus!
that means right now Roswell can lift 1,560 pounds.
Oh
That
my
is so many
God.
pounds. That is so many pounds.
So I need to roll, or vicious mockery, DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
That is a 5.
Cool. So it'll take 1d4 psychic damage. Okay, 2 psychic damage. But then it has disadvantage on the next attack roll.
We'll have to have the audience let us know when they can hear us again. Can you hear us, audience? Let us know. Woohoo! Okay, cool. So,
Thank you, Hen Bees, for your very helpful audios back comment.
And RVC Bezos. Okay. So Vanilly moved after her thing, and then we are to, honestly, it doesn't matter. Because they both rolled terribly on their initiatives. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So Eric can do his attack as the reaction as that one comes into range.
What is that? Oh, that's a 3. I don't think that's gonna hit even with my bonus. I rolled a 3 plus plus my dexterity. So that's yeah, that's a 6.
Should be dex plus proficiency. So
8.
8. Yeah, as you swing your scythe, it unfortunately does not hit. And this guy attempts to swing at you and fails miserably. Neat. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one tries to come up to Zenus. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
What are they selling?
What?
They're selling chocolates.
Okay, so that's that one, and then this one, the purples are now going to go because they rolled on their initiative a 5 and 1
Ooh.
because my little leafy boys, they're super dexy. And that is a 7 to hit Glimmer.
Miss.
Okay. This one's coming up for Zenus.
Ah,
Ah!
I'm allergic.
Oh no, my allergies.
That is a 14 to hit.
They do pollen damage.
That is my armor class.
Oof.
So it hits.
As it reaches out its leafy, sticky hands, it hits you for 2 whole damage.
Who's buy me dinner first?
Damage.
Okay.
Take me out for a good time if you're gonna do 2 whole damage. Jeez.
Ooh.
And then we are to Roswell.
Okay. What to do? What to do? How far away am I? Too far away. Okay. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move here and I'm going to attack the bush that has a lock on it.
Cool. Oh, that one had disadvantage and it
Mhm.
missed anyways.
Oh yeah. It's
That's
fine.
why it has the lock on it because I had disadvantage.
That is a 9 to hit. Unless I have advantage.
You do not have advantage, but a 9 hits.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
I am going to do damage. And that is 9 points of damage.
And you slice another slightly singed bush into another topiary before it falls.
And then I'm going to use my offhand to attack. Oof.
It's dead.
Natural 1. Never mind.
You're hitting the air, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A natural 1 is the only thing for you that will miss.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And then we are to Glimmer.
All right, I'm gonna run down here, and these should both be hit by my cone now, but not hitting
Yep.
Zenus.
Correct.
All right, so I use my action to use my Dragon's Breath. Hold on, this is like a whole thing. Fire. 4. Hell yeah, 10 damage to both of them. They gotta do a dex save though.
So you utterly immolate the one that is on Zenus. Like, gone. The other one somehow sidesteps a little bit, but you still manage to catch the bottom of its trunk, and the flames, they don't seem to start as much to start to hit as much to start, and then they just slowly creep up, and the fire you somehow got inside its the heart line or whatever, the middle, and you can just see it glowing from the inside as it slowly burns away and falls to the ground. And we're done.
Nobody touches my very old friend.
Excellent. Anything else?
That was my movement and my action. I am done.
Perfect. And then we're to Eror.
I'm gonna take a swipe at the guy in front of me
Beautiful.
with my scythe. Please don't
Hit him with
nail
that
me
farming
down.
equipment.
That's what you're designed to do. Oh no, that's a natural 3 plus 3 is another
Can
8.
I get advantage because this is what signs are made for?
An 8 unfortunately does not hit.
Cool. I guess I'll risk an attack of opportunity and run.
Okay.
So let's see. 1.
You
5,
wanna
10.
do some dope monk shit and like punch it?
What is punching a bush going to do though? That's my thought process. Like
You could try to punch it.
I've seen a shopping cart do some damage to a bush.
Yeah, you know when you hit a bush with your car?
I guess I'll try to punch the bush too.
Yeah, punch it.
Is that just Dex plus proficiency as well?
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 1, so nothing happens again.
Oh
I missed.
no!
Maybe switch your die.
This is rolling so well in the past sessions. I don't know why it's doing this to me right now. I'm getting.
Are you staying there? Or are you running away? Or running not away, but running towards the group?
I'm running towards the group. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20. Yeah, like right there. Okay.
And as you run, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay, yeah, it tries to swipe at you and does not succeed. And then we are to Zenus.
I realized I never made a concentration check for enlarge when the bush hit me, so I'm gonna roll that first. It's a 18, so
You're fine.
enlarge is still up. I am going to.
So you see the one over there to the north. You see one to the south. You see two kind of over to the southwest, and then you do see two more up to the northwest as well.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at a first level on this bush right here. So I need a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
And they're real good at wisdom. They're real good at a lot of things, guys. That's an 8.
So it'll take full damage and
Have to
and then
run
it
away on
also
its turn, right?
yeah on a successful or that put the no failed save takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far away from the as its speed allows. That is 12 psychic damage to that bush. Is it immune to psychic damage?
It is not immune to psychic damage. I'm just trying to think how a tree would
You're screwing with the root network.
Leaves
would
fall
die,
off.
would die to psychic damage.
It gets so sad. All of its little like leaves fall off.
I threatened to prune it.
I
make an axe chopping motion at it.
Like I don't think you've ever seen a tree shudder so hard all of its leaves just fall off, but that's what happens and this guy's toast.
Cool. Then I am going to. What is the range on Vicious Mockery? Oh, Vicious Mockery is. Oh. For some reason, I thought that was a bonus action. That is on me for that first round. I accidentally cast 2 actions in a row. Whoops. I guess my bonus action. I don't do anything. I'm just gonna keep moving up.
Okay.
Where does my speed get me? I'll go. How is that 30 feet of movement still? That's wild. I'm gonna go.
That's what the grid system does.
30. Yeah.
Hexagons are more effective.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yeah, and as you look down the stairs, you see a intricately tiled floor, and you see on that left corner, if I have it on the right layer, I think I do. Maybe I do. I don't know. You see red mushrooms that are slightly What word? Undulating?
Don't like that word.
And then anything else?
No. I think that's
And then we are to Vanilly.
Seeing everyone, seeing her poor best friend Eror having such a rough time with this bush, Vanilly's gonna stick her tongue out at it, and she's gonna cast Sacred Flame towards it as she starts moving towards the entrance where everyone else is. That is a dexterity save.
Again, they're super good at these dex saves. That is a not natural 1 because it has a -1 dex save.
No, it's going to take 8 points of radiant damage.
Neat.
A full 8 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
As just radiant fire comes up from the ground and envelops it as I stick my tongue out. For having the audacity to not let my friend Eror hit it.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Move right next to my good friend Glimmer.
Hi.
Hello. Are you hurt?
I am okay, thank you though.
Okay.
That was a very good attack on that bush.
Thank you. Bush is kind of a jerk.
Yes, I am not a fan.
So this is going to come up here. Can't get to Vanilly because too far away. And is going to swing at the largest target that it can see and get a 5 to hit.
It's a brave bush.
But do not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's going to come up, but that's a dash, so it doesn't do anything. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That one dashed as well, so it doesn't do anything. That one dashed as well. All these guys are dashing because they can't actually do anything. Okay. And then we are to Roswell.
Okay. I am going to attack this bush. And do I have advantage because I'm flanking with Eror?
That's not flanking position. Have to draw a straight line. Between.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's a critical hit.
Oh my gosh!
Woo! You crit that bush.
So I roll 24. Hold on. /2d4. I roll 28 points of damage.
So what does this bush look like?
I just kick it and it just leaves.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to offhand attack the other bush. For 21 to hit.
Yep.
That is 4 points of damage.
And that one was slightly damaged already. And by slightly, I mean pretty damaged. So
And then another 7 points because I'm big.
Oh,
so
geez.
13 points of damage.
Yeah, this thing is toast. Gone. Neat. Anything else?
And then I'm going to move.
Cool.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, and you are starting to see into this as well, and you see the mushroom sort of pulsating over here. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Okay, and then we are to Glimmer.
All right, Glimmer's gonna run up alongside Zenus, and I'm going to activate my breath weapon. But before I do it, I say, "Don't worry, I won't hit you. I promise." I use my meta magic to careful cast.
Nice.
so I don't hurt Zenus, and I attack these bushes because I don't like them. They're not cool. They're not on the level.
No, they are not.
Burns
that's
them to a crisp.
What's the DC again? 14? Okay.
14. And I do 14 damage if I hit.
Well, again, immolated. Immolated to death. The bottom one. The top one, it's again a similar thing. You hit him, doesn't do quite as much as you hoped, but then the fire catches on this somehow relatively dry bush, and slowly it immolates as well.
These bushes are shady.
Zenus, you seem to be a bit of a magnet for these.
Can't help it. I'm just that charming, I think.
You are very charming.
Oh, thank you.
I made a tree pun. Nobody said anything.
I did not hear it.
It's because we're fighting bushes, Roswell.
I'm trying to think of a non-sexual bush joke, but I'm having a hard time of it.
I was about to say that.
These bushes aren't on the lethal.
Oh.
Zenus will give that one a pity laugh.
I turned my dragon's breath on.
We are to Eror.
Should I even bother trying to attack this bush or just keep running?
I don't think it'll be able to catch us, so.
5, 10, 15, 20. It's like right here, I guess.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Neat.
You could dash.
I could dash. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm here now. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so yeah, as you guys are getting more and more in, you see more and more down the hallway. Zenus.
Do the mushrooms look like they're like menacing, or does this just seem like an average part of the Feywild?
Just seems like fungus on the wall, but they do seem to be like I said, undulating. Like, give me a give me a
No, okay.
insight check.
16.
16. Seems like kind of like there might be something behind them. Anything else? Well, because your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm just gonna come like right to the edge of the bottom of the stairs.
Cool. Give me an investigation check as you kind of are coming up here.
Yeah, I think he'd kind of be, now that all the bushes are kind of out of the way, he's searching. That one's gone into the ether. Oh, 19.
As you look in this archway, you see familiar like indents, holes in it. It looks like it might be a portcullis. I think that's what I'm looking for.
Interesting.
The portcullis is directly in front of them, or
well, like
down at the other end of the hall?
No, in this archway, it looks like things could come down. Like there's bars.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
okay.
I think portcullis is what I'm looking for. Might not be. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I pretend to know things. I don't actually know things.
does Zenus get the impression that it's a trap then? Like something that could keep them in?
You're not entirely sure.
Yeah, okay.
There doesn't seem to be a mechanism for opening and closing it out in the open.
I'm gonna wait here then. And I think I'm gonna prep a vicious mockery to fire up if these this cluster of mushrooms moves and comes to try and attack me.
Cool. We are to Vanilly.
Vanilly is gonna move. And Ashta, she's gonna yell, "Is anyone hurt?"
I'm okay.
Not here.
Okay. And she's just gonna run on down the stairs to join Zenus, unaware that there's anything down there.
And as you get close to Zenus, you see this too. There is some sort of arcane purple energy at the very end of the hallway.
May I roll an Arcana check to see if I can see anything with my eyeballs?
You sure can.
That is a 12 plus. I have Arcana. I'm sorry. I'll figure out what it is. 12 plus 4, 16.
16. Oh, hey. As you are looking down this hallway, you see these mushrooms, and as you stand specifically there, as you get into that spot, the mushroom on the left that you see right here. Why did it not do the thing that I want? That you see right here. Starts shrieking.
Freaking? Like it's
Shrieking.
yelling?
Like it's yelling.
Zenus, what does this mean?
Probably an alarm system.
Oh, that's not good.
I think. Let me look at one thing really quick.
Also, are you hurt at all?
I got a splinter.
Here, I will give you. I'll give you 1d6 of my healing light
Well, that's very nice of you.
because I've got all this healing inside me. I want to share with the world. Have 3 points of healing.
Hey, I was injured for 2, so that's beautiful.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I think
I
with that
get you.
16 as well. I mean, I don't know that you guys can actually do this, but I'll tell you anyways. These mushrooms seem very agitated and could possibly be calmed via magic spell. Though I don't know that any of you can actually do that. So.
Oh, we'd need like a calm emotions or something like that, probably.
Mhm.
Okay.
Though they do appear to be that they can be damaged in some way. You see giant mushroom heads there.
Could Zenus, as it starts like screeching, could Zenus's vicious mockery fire just to like try and keep it quiet?
Uh-oh. It's
There's
9:30,
that.
Patsy's gone.
The usual Patsy drops for just a minute.
Right.
They'll be back, don't worry.
Cool. DC 15 wisdom save for the mushroom.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Okay. So it'll take 3 psychic damage and have disadvantage if it tries to attack.
Cool.
With my 16, did I figure anything else about the portal at the end, or I just see it is magic?
Right now it's a little too far away. It's like 100 feet away, so it's a little far away to really tell much besides that. But yeah, as you do this psychic damage to the mushrooms, some of the stalks and heads fall to the ground. Give me a perception check, Zenus.
That's a 15.
As the heads and stalks are falling to the ground, you see some sort of glint, some sort of metal, something behind it.
Oh, behind the mushrooms?
Behind the mushrooms. Though it is, the mushrooms are still undulating and they seem to be almost growing over it slightly.
Okay.
Neat. So then we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That bush is still coming. It's slow. Can't do nothing though. We are to the Roswell.
Okay, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then I'm gonna bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Ooh,
And then-
cool. As you get
Oh boy.
in there, this mushroom starts shrieking as well. And Zenus and Vanilly, you see above you, the portcullis is starting to shake and groan.
Oh,
Oh shit.
And then I'm going to action dash and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then can I say something as a free action?
Yeah, so as you're doing this mushroom starts shrieking, this mushroom starts shrieking.
Okay, well
This
then I'm
mushroom
going to
starts
yell for
shrieking,
all the
this one
mushrooms
starts
to shut
shrieking.
up. And I speak plant so they can understand me.
They can understand you. They did not stop shrieking. Anything
Can I
else?
make like an
Roswell rushes
intimidation check?
in.
Or something? Okay. Thought that would work. Alright.
And as you run in, we have some more fun stuff. Let me get to the right place. Hold on a sec. I gotta find the right one. Sorry, I made two different things and I need to make sure I grab the right one. It is going to be this one. Neat. We'll do Control C. And as you run in, everyone sees. You didn't really notice them before. They're kind of scattered about, but there are bones all over the floor. And as Roswell runs in and the mushrooms are shrieking. Oh, God. Skeletons start to form from the bones. Sorry, I was like, gotta double check my thing here. Also, I need Roswell to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
$11.
8. Until the start of your next turn, this shrieking is permeating through your brain. You're having a really hard time focusing on swinging your weapon, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
But as you run in, that happens, and Sorry, there's a lot of stuff with this. Hold on. Where's the thing that I need? It's here. There we go. It is. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, dang.
Oh my god, okay.
And
Like 3. Oh no, there's more. I found them. I was like, it's only 3 skeletons, and I scrolled up and I was like, oh yeah, 5 might be a problem.
the end is that, and then we are to Glimmer. You see the portcullis shaking. Yeah.
Like it's about to fall and trap Roswell inside, shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on. I thought I knew what I was gonna do, and now I don't anymore. All right, I'm gonna dash in after him.
Okay.
Okay. Is it like possible to like jump down the stairs, or like do I have to like go?
Yeah.
around
No.
and down?
It's just like 5 feet down, or it's stairs.
Okay.
Down the
So
thing, so yeah.
use my movement to get to here, and then dash in another 30 feet to that line. Okay.
Neat.
And we're gonna run in, and I use my action, so I can't action to Dragon's Breath, but I'm like powering up.
Cool. I'm gonna move this guy a little bit. Neat. Anything else?
I'm fine. Stay out there. I can lift the portcullis afterwards. I'm
You
big.
could have told me to stay out before I ran in. I have no movement.
What? I can't hear you. It's too loud.
Yeah, it is ear-piercingly loud at the moment. And then we are to Eror,
Going to get tinnitus.
who you see the portcullis shaking, and it looks like it might fall down at the end of initiative this round here for if you had to guess.
Eror just says, are we going in? Is this what we're doing? Are we going in?
What?
We can't just leave him in there.
No.
And I will say, Glimmer and Roswell, you do feel a pull to go through that portal, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, I'm dashing in after them.
Okay.
No, stay out.
No, wait. No.
It's a trap.
5.
I'm
No.
big. Don't worry.
Please. No.
That gets me there. And then
They're skeletons. That's nothing.
5, 10, 15, 20. I can't really 25, 30. I'm going to go right there, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Do you get a key point if you use a key point, could you dash? Is that a thing you have yet?
I might be able to. Let me see.
Yeah, at level 2, you get a Step of the Wind, where you can spend a key point to dash, disengage.
So you can have an action. You can use an action to do things if you would like. If you want to use a key point, yeah.
Yeah, I'll use a key point. So I'll move right here, actually, because I was only like 30 feet of movement, and we'll attack that fellow right in front of me with my scythe, using
Neat.
a different die this time.
Probably a good choice.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Dang.
Nice. So what would you normally roll for damage?
A D8, right?
Yep, so you do 8 and then roll as normal and then add your modifiers.
That's a 3, so that's 11 plus Dex. That's another 3, I think, for Dex. So 14.
As your scythe swings through, this skeleton is cleft in twain and falls back to the ground as bones. Boop. Done. Okay. Anything else? I think that's all
Nope.
you got.
That's all I got.
Oh no, it's
And-
Yuri this time.
Oh no. But we're back to Zenus.
I am seeing this skeleton in front of him, Zenus is going to cast. What does he want to cast? He'll cast Dissonant Whispers on the skeleton in front of him.
Neat. That is a wisdom save?
Yep, DC 15.
That's 7.
Okay. So it'll take... That is 14 points of psychic damage.
You see this skeleton just implode with the psychic damage as the bones fall to the ground. I'm just going to pull it over here so that I can use it again if need be. I wonder where that might be. Anyways, anything else?
And then I guess since we're all... This is dumb. We're all going in. We're all in this together. Actually, before he goes in, can Zenus identify, like, doesn't seem to be anything, like, mechanically that he can do from the outside in order to stop this from...
No, they're to stop it from falling? No.
Okay. Well, does he also get a pull to go towards the end of the hallway?
No. Uh-oh. Dev, let Yuri back in.
No, Patsy was earlier.
Yeah, Patsy already happened.
I was rolling dice and I hit the airplane mode on my keyboard. And I was all like, that's weird. Zoom froze.
Uh-oh.
It was me.
Beautiful.
Nice.
So Zenus just took out the skeleton that was in front of you and is now moving in?
Yeah. I mean, he sees his friends going in and yeah, he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So he's right next to Glimmer.
Perfect. Oh, hey, it's the skeleton's turn. Let me look at the thing really quick. Oh, neat. Okay. So this was coming here. How much movement do they have? Decent chunk. 1, 2. That one's coming here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's coming down here. Okay, so these two are going to make a. Each of them are going to make a swing at Roswell. 21 and a 10 to hit.
One of them hits.
For 6 damage. The other one had to dash, so it's just going to go there. And that is their turn. And then we are to Vanilly.
Cool. Vanilly is going to also run in.
Oh. So you okay, so it's the start of your turn. You are have I been doing that? I haven't been doing that. It's fine. We will start at the next initiative then. I was so if you start within 10 feet of or no, you're not within 10 feet. Never mind. So we're fine. We were fine. Never mind. Everything is fine. Go ahead.
Vanilly's also going to head in, but she doesn't want to get too close to that skeleton, so she's going to hide behind Glimmer. And she is going to throw a 2nd level shatter at the 2 skeletons in front of Roswell, putting it just in range where he's not going to get hit, but it's going to hit all of the mushrooms on the wall and then the skeletons kind of standing there.
Perfect. And I didn't mention that the walls are about 15 feet tall. Each of these mushrooms are at ceiling height at the moment.
So that is a Constitution saving throw of 13.
Cool. 17 for left Skelly, 16 for right Skelly. What kind of save is it? A Constitution?
Constitution, yeah.
So that's a 15 for the mushroom.
Would you consider bones to be analogous with stones or crystal or metal?
No, not alive ones.
I love it. Bones are very brittle. Fine. But it's still pretty good damage, even if it's half. That's going to be 17 halved to 9, 8.
Wait, yep.
8.
So 8 damage for each of those. And as you do this, you do also see mushroom heads falling off of the wall on this one to the ground, and you can see more clearly a pipe on the wall. And to the bush, but it is not going to go in. And at initiative count 0, the portcullis falls to the ground. Additionally, you see these two skeletons sort of fall into each other and make a larger, more different skeleton.
Did they yell fusion ha as they did it?
Yes. Let's see, where is my other skelly?
Wonder
It's a more different one.
powers activate. Shape of larger skeleton.
Oh, there we go. Okay. But it's also on the token layer. Boom! Skelly.
Oh, he's a biggin.
He's a bigger
It's fine,
skelly.
Roswell's the same size.
Yes.
Oh, kaiju fight.
I am
Go.
big.
Vanilly on the side's like, I don't think bones work like that, but okay, go off, I guess.
You see, like, as you're watching this, like, the screaming or the shrieking that the mushrooms are doing are causing these skeletons to, like, vibrate, and that's kind of what is causing this.
I don't think bones work like that.
But yes, the portcullis is closed. We are now to Roswell, who again needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Thirteen.
The sound that the shrieking mushrooms is emitting is annoying, but you are able to overcome it and not have disadvantage on attack rolls. So that's cool.
Cool. I'm gonna attack the big skeleton. That
Yes,
is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. And that is 13 plus 3, so 16 points of damage. And then I'm going to offhand attack with my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
For 11.
11 will not hit.
Okay.
Cool. And then we are back to initiative count 20, where the shrieking continues. You also see each of the mushrooms growing an additional patch. Next like the patch was 5x5, and now it's like 5x10. On each of them. Neat. And
Oh
more
boy.
skeletons start popping up.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now we're to Glimmer. And you
All right.
see the mushrooms all to your wall, the wall, and they're starting to grow. Skeletons everywhere.
Cool. I am going to run here
Mm-hmm.
and try and hit both of these guys with my fire. Will that hit Roswell where I'm standing?
It's fine. I'm big.
Which direction are you doing this?
Like, I want to hit him and him.
That is fine.
Cool. Let's switch it up. Let's get a little funky with it. Let's do some... You guys feeling acid damage?
You want to do some acid damage? Okay.
Let's melt some
Sure.
bones. 10 if it hits them.
10, so they have to do a dex save? Okay. That is garbage on my big boy. Even more garbage on the other one. Okay, neat. 10 damage? Okay.
I feel like Glimmer gets one of those like really aggressive gym bro voices like right before she uses her breath weapon.
And as you do that, the acid coats this giant skeleton, and the bones sizzle and fall to the ground. I'm just gonna pull him out here so he's out of the way. The one in back is also coated, but is managing to hold himself together a little bit. Actually, hold on one sec. Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, anything else?
I believe that's it.
Cool. And then we are to Eror.
So I'm probably going to run up to this guy behind me, and I'm gonna do a stabby stab.
Cool.
That's a natural 9 plus 5 is a 14.
We'll hit.
So that will be a D8. 2 plus Dex is 5.
Neat. Anything
And
else?
then I'm probably going to use my Flurry of Blows to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action
Nice.
with a key point. So that first one is going to be, that's a natural 2. I don't think that's going to hit.
No.
And then a 17.
17 will hit.
4. Here's one. 1 plus 3 is 4.
Beautiful. Oops. There we go. Anything else?
That's it.
Cool. And then we are to Zenus.
I think the Zenus is going to, instead of casting a spell, he's going to take out his rapier and try and take a stab at that one.
Okay.
I think I gotta get closer. Or is that Which square is that one on? Is it?
It is on a
Oh,
square.
okay.
There we go.
I don't even have to move towards him. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Or, sorry, dirty 20 to hit.
Still will hit.
Cool. That will be 6 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to inspire Glimmer.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. Okay. And then we got 2 skellies. One's going to take a swing at Eror since he's right there. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For 3 whole damage. The one next to Zenus is going to take a swing.
Sure.
22 to hit.
That hits.
For, oh, that's much better. 8 whole damage.
Blah.
This one's coming up to Roswell. 14 to hit.
It does not hit.
Does not hit. Another one for Roswell. 23 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 damage. And this one's coming up to Glimmer. For 13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh,
I'm gonna use the reaction to cast Silvery Barbs.
okay,
so-
what does that do?
That'll it gives you disadvantage on that attack roll, and you have to use the lower of the two. And then
It was also a 20, 13.
okay, and then the other half of the spell is that I can choose a different creature you see within range, and that creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within a minute. So I'm gonna have that go to Roswell.
Cool. So that's all my skellies. We're to Vanilly.
What? How much damage did I take?
Oh, 6, sorry.
Seeing like the mushrooms doubling and more skeletons forming and standing up, Vanilly's gonna try to yell over the screaming, maybe we just go. She's going to run 20 feet forward, ducking between Roswell, Glimmer, and these skeletons. Was that 20 or 25?
Mm-hmm.
She is going to bonus action cast a Misty Step
Nice.
to get over here and then move the other 5 feet she has towards the gate.
As you pop there, I need you to make a where'd it go? Sorry. Do intelligence saving throw.
Oh, an int save. Um, 11.
11. You, as you step close to this door, are paralyzed.
Oh, dang.
Oh no.
And then
Wait, what does the paralyzed condition do? Is that movement or is that incapacitated?
I think it's incapacitated. And then we're to Roswell.
I'm going to touch Glimmer's shoulder and give her 3 points of healing
Oh, thank you.
with my lay on hands. And then I'm going to charge forward and push through this one.
Mm-hmm.
Should I make like an athletics or an acrobatics check?
Make an athletics check, yeah.
That is a natural 20.
Yeah, you get through.
And I move. I move here, and I stand between Vanilly and all the skeletons.
Oh.
Cool. Cool.
Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna make an attack against the skeleton right here with my offhand dagger as a bonus action. And that's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
And I do 24 plus.
Yeah, I mean, this skeleton is toast. It's gone. It's dead.
I do 29 points of damage before moving over here.
Yep. Cool.
And then I end my turn.
Cool. Where's to Glimmer?
Okay, I'm going to take a step back here to get both of these boyos in my acid breath. We're getting as much mileage as possible out of this spell.
Are her AoEs hitting the mushrooms on the walls too?
Yeah, this will hit the mushrooms if you do that. If you do to them.
I don't think it did before because I was like casting it into the room away from the mushrooms.
But this one is different. So okay, go for it.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. So as you do that, let me do the dex saves. Neat. Yeah, you melt these two to the ground. The mushroom heads and stalks on both of these. Oh, that one already was damaged. Fall to the ground, and that one goes away forever. But as you do this, you see this metal pipe in the wall, and it starts slowly leaking some sort of something to the ground. Zenus has sight on it. Glimmer has sight on it. Eror does. So I think, Vanilly, are you looking toward... Well, you're paralyzed, but is Vanilly looking towards the portal or looking towards the room?
Originally, she was going to turn back to look at her friends and do an attack on a skeleton with a transfer, but never mind. But I guess when she got close to the portal, she would have been looking at it as she teleported, and that's what triggered the paralyzed. So she wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to turn around.
Cool. So everybody can do an investigation check here as you see this happen.
16.
16, nice.
21.
So Zenus and Glimmer, and what did Roswell get? 9. Zenus and Glimmer, as you're watching the mushroom heads fall to the ground, and seeing this pipe start oozing something, it seems like the mushrooms were holding back the pipe.
Oh dear.
Like whatever was holding back whatever's falling from the pipe. The heads are still on the ground, and they're rather large heads. You feel like you might be able to jam a mushroom head in the pipe and not have it leak whatever it's leaking. It looks like some sort of gas.
I think I made a mistake, and I'm very sorry. I did not mean it.
Yeah, it looks like you could theoretically stuff a mushroom head up in one of the, up in this now exposed pipe. Okay. Anything else?
Would that take a full action to stuff a mushroom into the...
That would be an object interaction, I'm going to say.
Cool.
Because it is 10 o'clock already. I don't know.
I would like to do that. I just will bam.
Yes. So as you do this,
Kid trying to fix something they broke before their mom gets home.
the gas stops oozing, but the mushroom head that you had is not allowing anything to come through, but it does not appear to be pulsating and growing like the other ones are. So that is Glimmer. Anything else?
I used a little bit of my movement to go back, but I'll start running 5, 10, 15, 20 to get closer.
Cool. And then we are to Eror.
I'm going to risk attack of opportunity by running away and following my friends. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 gets me there. And then I'm probably going to dash as well. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I see that 30. I'll go here. Because I don't know what's going on. I'm going to wait for everyone else.
Give me that saving throw.
Oof. Intelligence? 5.
Yeah, you're paralyzed until the start of your next turn.
Cool. Well, that's it. It's my turn.
And then we are to Zenus.
Sorry, Zenus.
Okay. As an action, I'm going to take the attack action. I'm going to use my rapier again on the skeleton to try and hopefully damage it enough. Does a 19 hit?
19 hit.
Okay. That is 7 piercing damage.
As you thrust your rapier in this, you somehow manage to strike a key joint or something, and it collapses to the ground.
Well, then I will start backing up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to get to Glimmer. Sorry, just gotta double check. Okay. Great. Bonus action. I'll inspire Vanilly.
Cool. And then this skeleton is going to run up, not be able to do anything because it doesn't have any more stuff. And we are to Vanilly. It is the start of your next turn. So you are no longer paralyzed, and you can do an Arcana check against this door if you'd like.
Sure. What's your inspiration die right now?
D6. I also rolled a concentration check for the skeleton that hit me, I think, last round. And enlarge is still up.
That is a 22.
22. As you look at this door with that Arcana check, you feel like you would be able to unlock the barrier with your action in this turn with that Arcana. Like, looking at this, your Arcana check would allow you to unlock this door, basically.
All right, describe to me how I unlock this door then.
So there are several runes and things around that need to be finished, basically. And with your Arcana check, you're able to say, hey, this rune needs this thing, this rune needs that thing, and you do that, and you just see this, like, whoosh, as it looks like you can get through the door now.
All right, I guess this is the only way out. Let's go, I guess. Hopefully this will take us closer to where we need to be, but at the moment I don't see how it connects. Let's go!
And Vanilly walks through the portal, I assume?
Sure. Very not in character, but I'll do it.
Well, if you don't want to, if you don't have to. Or you have to.
I mean, are the mushrooms increasing in this room, and is it filling with gas?
It is not filling with gas because the pipe has been stuffed. But the mushrooms do still seem to be growing, yes.
I don't know if this brings us closer to where we're supposed to go, but I guess so. Glimmer, how are your feelings feeling?
They're pointing in that direction.
Sure. Uncertain death, let's go.
Vanilly goes through the portal.
They are pointing in that direction, right?
They are 100%. Roswell.
Just made it small. Okay, there we go. Eror is still paralyzed?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up Eror and go through the portal.
Roswell and Eror go through the portal. Glimmer.
Can I use my movement on Zenus's turn so we can go through together?
Yes.
Cool. I grab Zenus's hand. Ready when you are.
And it would be Eror's turn. You're through the portal though, unless you want to do something else as your turn.
Good.
For Eror? No? Okay.
No.
Okay, and then it's Zenus and Glimmer. Are you going through the portal?
Yep.
Okay, so you go through the portal and you enter this cavernous space. And you, Glimmer and Roswell, you see in the middle of the room this watery form that's kind of amorphous at the moment, calling to you. It says, "We are they." What would you like to do?
Hello, they. I am Roswell.
Hello, I am Glimmer. We've been hearing your voice. We heard two voices. Are you two separate entities? Are you...
And as you say that, they sort of swirl around and form into a staff and a shield. They're still watery, but they form into a staff and a shield.
I take the staff.
And I'll go for the shield then.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm reaching for it. He just grabs it.
The voice of God comes down and just switches.
No, not the right answer. And as Glimmer grabs the staff and Roswell grabs the shield. The shield is like this watery, amorphous shield that sort of starts clinging to your arm and is sort of swirling around, but is definitely shield. The staff, as you hold it, it gains more solid form, and you see. Have you ever seen the picture of Gandalf's staff from Lord of the Rings, where it has his pipe in it?
Yes.
It has a spot that looks like it could very well fit a wand in it very nice and easily.
Yes, I do that. Immediately.
And you guys both hear in your head, "We are they who protect Vesipisara. We will continue our mission through you." And that is where we're going to end for today. Except for
did everyone see that, or was that just inside?
Yeah, no, everyone saw these water globules, amorphous water globules, forming into a shield and a staff for these two. Yes. But to end our evening, we have Declan looks across the room at the man who looks astonishingly like his father and walks over to take a seat across the table. You know, I don't know if I can do Declan's voice. It's fine. You look just like my father, both men say at the same time. They laugh and begin talking. Minutes turn to hours, hours to a day as the black-haired man offers to introduce Declan to his family. When the two men reach the man's family home, instead of joy, Declan is greeting with, "Why are you back here? You can't! This is your third time. If you stay, you'll never be able to leave again." In the intervening hours, Declan learned of his adoptive parents' plea for their baby to be healed, and the fairy that switched the two babies, now men, that met only a day prior. He learned that the other baby wasn't able to survive on the material plane, but Declan could, and so was swapped. He learned how he had inadvertently returned to the Feywild as a teen, but that memory was wiped to protect him from wanting to come back, and an innate distrust of magic sewn into his very being. He learned that if he stayed much longer, the magics of the Feywild would bind to him forever, and he would not be able to leave. Declan made a decision. And that is where we're going to end for the night. Thank you so much for watching. We greatly appreciate you. Hit that follow if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are so inclined. We will be back right here next Monday for episode 6. Find out what Glimmer and Roswell just got. It'll be great. Have a great rest of your evening. And we hope to see you back here very, very soon. Bye.